Hello everyone, my name is Huang Ruiqing and I'm a student at Brunel University. My major is Master of Art, Digital Games, Theory and Design. Today I'm going to use this video to introduce the game I will made in interdisciplinary game design. I will introduce my game design, art, and a demo. My game name is Overvibe Effect and is one of the pillars of my design. I will talk about that later. The first pillar of my design was jumping because I was making 2D platform game. Jumping is very common game action, but in the game Overvibe Effect, it emphasized the feeling that the jumping created in the player. Through the vertical game level design, the player needed to constantly jump upward to find the way to the next level. At the same time, the limited field of vision requires players to constantly jump to find new platforms. My main support for this section is the book, Game Design Deep Dive, Jumping Platforms. My second design pillar is the overvibe effect, a term from cosmic psychology that refers to the transformation that occurs within astronauts when they look at the Earth from space. It's a positive shift that deepens one's sense of the connection to the humanity, as opposed to the traps effect. In the article, Overcoming the Traps Effect, the overvibe effect as a means to promote conflict resolution. It is stated that people understand the overvibe effect as an ideal concept from reducing war. The effect is at the heart of what I want the player to feel when playing my game, and I've recorded the entire process of going from Earth to space and looking down on the planet. This is my course loop. You can see the jumping and ascent are linked together. I would like to use the climbing this word. It's an upward process and it's hard, but when you get to the top, there is a sense of the achievement. Getting the player to understand the game story is also a very important point in the game, and I do this through visual design, animation, and player interaction with NPC to get the player to understand the story through fragments of narrative and their own interpretation. Of course, in order to get the player up through the levels, I named the characters go climbing to the moon in the first stage of the game. This is the process of our group discussion. Starting from the topic space, research some article and associating keywords. We identified 2 points. The first was the space refer more to the design of the game levels, and the second came from the overvibe effect of cosmic psychology. Then, we read the article with the science of the direction and identified 4 good ideas. The left is our group ideas, and the right is my own in-depth research and iteration to determine the type of game I wanted to make and the core concepts. Now we will go into my second part. In my visual studies section, I choose the pixel style and focus on the simple color block style, because I think this is a retro way of the exploration and can lower computer resource consumption. This is my color and mood version. My game has 5 levels, and the change of the main colors of the signs is a display of the main character's psychology. For example, in the first level, in the bomb shelter, the black dominated scene represents the protagonist's fear, while the Google's colors in the second levels also represent the protagonist's joy when he first stepped out of the ground and saw the city. Emotional changes are interchangeably distinguished by warm and cold colors. The difference is in the last level, in the universe. What I want to reflect is not joy of the protagonist climbing to the moon and completing her dream. I want to show when she is in the universe, she feels her own small size of awe in the vast universe. This was my inspiration board. I looked a lot of images of the sky and also found elements that I want to use, such as bomb shelters and using a girl in red as the main characters. This is a game art resources that I drew myself, and I used them in the game CG. I want two players to have a more intuitive sense of the emotion my game was trying to convey. Now, I will show my game.
When I was a kid, there was a monster in the city. He's always booming, and he's destroyed a lot of buildings in the city. My parents took me underground to hide from the monster. In the underground days, my mom used to talk to me about the outside. Outside there's green grass, a blue sky, and my favorite, the moon. The moon is white and emits this pale light that illuminates the darkness. Finally, one day, the roaring stopped outside. I'd like to get out of the ground and look around. I think I want to climb to the moon.
This is my game asset resource summary, and thank you for watching.